Today, for the first time in many years, I woke up without heaviness in my legs. There was no feeling of dragging my tired body around, no burning in my ankles, and none of that pain that usually makes even the trip to the bathroom feel like a challenge. I sat on the bed, blinked a few times, wiggled my toes, and couldn't believe what I was feeling. My legs felt light, not perfect, of course, but alive and free. And all of this is thanks to something I spent no more than 5 minutes on last night. It wasn't a pill, an expensive cream, or a massage at an upscale clinic. Just regular natural oil. It was exactly what I needed, just like it helped many others before me, bringing back the relief I had almost stopped dreaming about. I understand that right now you might be thinking, here we go, another miracle solution that promises to solve all my problems. But no, this isn't a scam or just another piece of advice from the internet. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I just want to share what really works, backed by doctors, research, and the experiences of people like you and me. We're not looking for miracles. We're looking for something that genuinely helps manage pain. When you're in your 60s or 70s, any night you can sleep peacefully without waking up from cramps, numbness, or burning sensations in your legs is truly priceless. In this video, I'll explain what this oil is, why it really helps, how to use it correctly, and what to avoid to prevent any harm. I'll break it down step by step, provide examples, share my experience, and give practical tips so you can give it a try tonight. If you're interested, stick around until the end. The most important thing is not just to know what this oil is, but to understand how to use it effectively. Before we begin, please leave a comment with your age and the city or country you're watching this video from. I'm really curious to know who is watching me. Now let's talk about the main issue, leg swelling in elderly people. If you're over 60, you've probably experienced this. By evening, your legs feel heavy, and suddenly your shoes start pinching. Even though everything was fine in the morning, you might feel pain that starts as a slight tingling sensation, but can escalate to the point where you can't even fall asleep. Swelling in the legs is a common issue for older adults. It's not just a minor inconvenience. It's a signal from your body that something isn't quite right. Why does this happen? Most often the reason is that the body retains excess fluid. As we age, the kidneys don't function as efficiently, and fluid accumulates in areas where it shouldn't, such as the feet, ankles, and calves. There's also another reason, poor circulation. Over time, veins become weaker, and their valves are no longer as effective at pushing blood upward through the legs. As a result, blood can pool, leading to swelling, heaviness, tension, and sometimes pain in the legs. There's another subtle issue, a sedentary lifestyle. Many elderly people move less because they fear falling or simply tire quickly. As a result, they spend most of their time sitting or lying down, which only worsens their well-being. Our bodies are designed for movement. Without it, they start to decline. There's another side to the coin, the side effects of certain medications. For example, diuretics, blood pressure medications, or heart drugs can disrupt fluid balance or affect circulation. As a result, your legs can feel heavy, swell, hurt, and interfere with your ability to rest properly. Sometimes there's a burning sensation, redness, and at night you might suffer from such severe cramps that it feels like your muscles are about to tear. And the most frustrating part is that this affects your daily life. When your legs swell, walking becomes difficult, fatigue sets in faster than usual, and even climbing stairs turns into a challenge. You find yourself staying home more often, moving less, and not exercising at all. The less you move, the worse it gets, and it creates a vicious cycle. For many older adults, it all starts with pain in their legs. This leads to even less movement, causing their legs to hurt and swell more. It becomes difficult to sleep at night, and they experience constant fatigue. This goes on day after day until one day they realize they no longer have the strength to go outside, and carrying grocery bags becomes a real challenge. At night, the pain simply won't let you sleep. That's why it's important to find ways to break this vicious cycle. The oil we're going to discuss isn't magic, but it can really help. Now that you understand why inflammation occurs, we'll explain how this oil works and why many older adults report that it has made it easier for them to sleep. Doña Teresa, for example, is 79 years old and has been living alone in a small apartment in the city center for over 10 years. She's one of those people who rarely complains. But for many years she has been struggling with her legs, which just won't give her a break. Every evening, around 6 or 7 o'clock, her ankles would start to swell. They would become as hard as drums, she joked, although she really understood that there was nothing funny about it. The burning sensation would creep up her legs all the way to her calves, making it difficult to move or even just lie down comfortably. But the worst part was at night. As soon as she lay down in bed, it felt like her legs were filled with lead, and something was squeezing them from the inside. She tried everything she could: medications, cooling creams, and propping pillows under her legs to ease the discomfort. She even wrapped ice in a towel and applied it to her legs, hoping that would help her fall asleep. But nothing provided long-lasting relief. One day, a neighbor told her about a simple, natural oil that could be applied overnight. The neighbor insisted that it helps improve circulation and reduces inflammation while a person sleeps. Doña Teresa was skeptical about this idea. "I don't believe in all these things," she sighed. But on one particularly tough night, she decided to give it a try. What if it really works? She wet her hands and gently massaged her ankles, moving up to her knees with light strokes. After that, she went to bed. Nothing special happened that night. She didn't jump out of bed or feel young again. She simply noticed one thing. For the first time in a long while, she wasn't woken up by cramps. She didn't have to toss and turn or stretch her legs like she usually did. The next night she did the same thing again, and once more, in the morning, she was able to place her feet on the floor without the familiar burning sensation. And so it went. Night after night, her peaceful sleep returned, something she had almost lost. After 2 weeks, she no longer needed the medication, and she didn't have to change positions every 15 minutes anymore. Of course, there were still tough days, but her sleep became completely different. What surprised her the most was just how simple it all turned out to be. A little oil, a few minutes, a gentle massage, and nothing more. But it was this simplicity that brought back to her what she had long forgotten: the ability to wake up without pain. Ms. Teresa won't claim that she has found a miraculous remedy, but she will honestly say that at her age, anything that makes life a little easier is a true blessing. Next, I will explain what type of oil she used, how it differs from others, and why both science and nature support its benefits. You're probably wondering, what kind of oil is this? Is it something rare, expensive, or hard to find? No, the answer will surprise you. It's much simpler than that. It was a regular, natural oil, tried and tested by time and experience. The oil that helped her forget about sleepless nights was arnica oil. Sometimes she added a few drops of essential oils of cypress and rosemary to it. This blend has been known for a very long time and is rightly considered one of the most effective. Let's start with arnica. This plant has been valued for its healing properties for generations and is commonly used for muscle pain, bruises, and inflammation. Arnica contains compounds that are known to effectively reduce inflammation. When you apply the oil to your skin, it helps decrease swelling, improve circulation, and alleviates that uncomfortable feeling of heaviness. But the effects of arnica don't stop there. It doesn't just relieve surface pain. It goes deeper. It helps the body eliminate excess fluid and stimulates microcirculation in areas where blood flow has already slowed down. It's like a gentle nudge that encourages the body to heal itself. Now let's talk about cypress. His essential oil gently constricts blood vessels, strengthens veins, and helps improve venous drainage, which reduces blood pooling in the ankles and calves. Additionally, cypress stimulates the lymphatic system, which is especially important if you experience swelling. And now rosemary. This scent, which many associate with home cooking, actually has strong anti-inflammatory properties. Rosemary is invigorating, improves circulation, and helps relieve muscle pain. When combined with arnica and cypress, it creates a truly effective remedy for tired legs. This blend is well balanced and helps alleviate discomfort, and all of this is supported by scientific research. Various studies have shown that arnica, when applied topically, can effectively reduce inflammation, especially in older adults. This effect becomes more pronounced when accompanied by a light massage. Rosemary is often used to improve circulation and reduce pain associated with muscle and joint issues. Cypress is less well known, but in European herbal medicine, it is valued for its ability to strengthen the walls of veins. There's nothing particularly revolutionary about this, but we often forget about simple solutions. It's important to remember that these oils are non-addictive, do not interfere with your medications, and are safe for topical use. Now that you know which oils work and why, let me explain how to use them properly, when to apply them, how much to use, and what to pay attention to in order to achieve great results. The most important thing is not just to choose the right oil, but to use it correctly, at the right time, in the right amount, and with the right frequency. Even the most effective remedy won't work if you apply it incorrectly. Let me break it down for you in simple terms, as if we were sitting in your kitchen. First, let's talk about when it's best to use these oils. The ideal time for the procedure is in the evening, right before bed. This can be easily explained. At night, the body restores itself, the muscles relax, circulation improves slightly, and during deep sleep, the oils can work effectively for several hours. When you're lying down, the fluid stops pooling in your legs, making it a perfect time to let your body rest and get rid of any excess that has built up throughout the day. To prepare this, you won't need anything complicated. Take a tablespoon of a base oil. Almond, coconut, or regular unrefined olive oil will work well. Add 5 to 7 drops of arnica essential oil to it. If you already have ready-made arnica oil, you can use it directly without any additional ingredients. If you want to enhance the effect, add 1 to 3 drops of cypress or rosemary oil. You can use both. Just mix it in your palms. This small amount will be sufficient for both legs. Next comes the most important part, the massage. Start at the ankles and gently apply the oil in circular motions moving upward toward the knees. Move slowly over your calves, applying gentle pressure. It's important not to rub the oil in too hard. Instead, focus on gently stimulating circulation. If you have someone at home who can help, ask them to apply the oil for you. But if you're alone, don't worry. It's totally doable on your own. A massage usually lasts 5 to 10 minutes, which is enough time for the oil to absorb and for you to feel relaxed. Many people notice that after a few consecutive days of using the oil, their legs feel lighter, especially before bedtime. There are a few simple safety rules. Do not apply the oil on open wounds, cuts, or irritated skin. If you haven't tried this oil before, start by applying a small amount to a small area of your forearm to check for any reaction. And remember, this product is not a substitute for any medication prescribed by your doctor. The oil is just an addition to your skincare routine. If you use it regularly, the results may pleasantly surprise you. Changes may not happen overnight, but over time many older adults have noted that when you go to bed with lighter legs, rest feels completely different. Massage is not just a way to apply oil to the skin. On its own, it helps you connect better with your body, relax, and improve circulation. Next, we'll explore why sometimes you don't achieve the expected results and what common mistakes people make, often without even realizing it. Often, the issue isn't the oil itself, it's how you use it. You already know which oil is best suited for your needs and how to apply it properly. Now it's time to discuss the next step. When your legs are swollen, it's important not only to reduce the swelling, but also to create a sense of calm and comfort so that your body truly feels relief. There are natural combinations of oils that can enhance the effectiveness of your primary product, improve sleep, and reduce unpleasant sensations in the morning. The key is to choose the right carrier oil, as essential oils are highly concentrated and should not be used on their own. Therefore, they are always mixed with a carrier oil. However, it's important to remember that there are various types of carrier oils. Here are some of the most popular and beneficial options. Sweet almond oil is often recommended for older adults. It's lightweight, doesn't leave a greasy residue, absorbs quickly, and is great for soothing the skin on its own. It contains vitamin E, which helps keep the skin moisturized and firm. Fractionated coconut oil is convenient because it remains liquid even in cooler temperatures and also has natural antimicrobial properties. It's great for those with dry skin, leaving a pleasant, subtle scent. Jojoba oil is an interesting option. Although it's called an oil, it's actually a liquid wax that closely resembles human sebum. This product is especially suitable for sensitive and irritated skin. Jojoba oil helps balance sebum production, so you won't be left with a sticky residue afterward. Once you have that foundation, you can make it even more effective by simply adding a few suitable essential oils. They blend well together and help address multiple issues at once. For instance, lavender is great for relaxation and deep sleep. It has long been recognized for its calming properties. Add a drop or two to your evening blend. It will help reduce inflammation and prepare you for a restful night. Peppermint oil is perfect if you feel tiredness in your legs by evening or crave a sense of freshness. It provides a pleasant cooling sensation, quickly alleviates heaviness, and restores a feeling of lightness. Chamomile helps reduce inflammation and promotes relaxation. It is suitable even for the most sensitive skin and can be beneficial for those who suffer from cramps. Its soft fragrance has a calming effect and helps you fall asleep more easily. Eucalyptus improves circulation and brings a sense of freshness and lightness. It can help if you experience heaviness in your legs, or if you have trouble breathing due to nasal congestion, especially in stuffy environments. If you want to try something new, here's a simple and safe recipe. Take a tablespoon of almond oil or another suitable carrier oil. Add 5 drops of arnica or cypress essential oil, and your blend is ready. Then, take 2 drops of lavender and 1 drop of peppermint or eucalyptus. Choose whichever you prefer. Mix everything right in the palm of your hand or in a small bottle. Before applying the blend all over, make sure to test it on a small patch of skin, especially if you're using these oils for the first time. And one more thing. If you turn this into a little evening ritual, dim the lights, play some calming music, take a few deep breaths while applying the oil, you'll not only take care of your body, but also signal to your brain that it's time to relax and rejuvenate. Next time, I'll talk about common mistakes that prevent many people from noticing the effects, even if they use oils every day. So, have you decided which carrier oil you'll mix your blend with tonight? It's completely normal to have doubts when it comes to natural remedies. We've all encountered empty promises, miracle products that delivered no results, and fleeting trends. But what I'm about to share is neither superstition nor myth. This approach genuinely works. Its effectiveness is backed by scientific research and supported by doctors who embrace integrative medicine. Most importantly, it has already helped thousands of elderly people find relief. What does science say about this? In recent years, many studies have been conducted to investigate how essential oils such as arnica, cypress, rosemary, lavender, and peppermint can help with muscle pain, inflammation, and circulation disorders. For example, there is a study on arnica oil published in the International Journal of Phytotherapy and Phytopharmacology. It states that arnica ointments are nearly as effective as standard anti-inflammatory gels typically prescribed for osteoarthritis or mild muscle pain. This means that arnica not only reduces inflammation, but also helps improve mobility for those suffering from stiffness, especially in the legs. Cypress oil was studied separately. It turned out that cypress oil helps enhance blood circulation and reduce fluid retention in tissues. This is particularly important for elderly individuals who often experience leg swelling due to prolonged sitting or standing. Research has also been conducted on lavender oil. A review published by the National Library of Medicine states that lavender has mild calming, relaxing, and anti-inflammatory effects. In simpler terms, it helps you fall asleep faster, relieves muscle tension, and keeps the nervous system in a calm state. These findings are not new. They have been confirmed many times in various countries and under different conditions. Of course, essential oils are not a substitute for medications when they are truly needed, but they can be a great way to support oneself and reduce the reliance on drugs. What do experts think about this? Many physical therapists, naturopaths, and geriatricians increasingly recommend essential oils to their patients, especially when it comes to chronic pain or inflammation in older adults. One physical therapist who has been working with seniors for over 20 years shared that sometimes a simple evening routine with oils helps his patients sleep better and recover from physical exertion even more effectively than traditional pills. The main goal is to teach people how to correctly and regularly use essential oils. Interestingly, essential oils are recommended not only by proponents of alternative medicine. Many doctors are open to these methods as long as they do not interfere with primary treatments and genuinely help people feel better. Often, the most convincing stories come not from scientific reports, but from everyday accounts of older individuals who tried essential oils out of curiosity and noticed improvements in their well-being. For instance, there's a man who is 81 years old. He had been suffering from leg pain for a long time, and one day he decided to share his story. He wasn't expecting a miracle. He just wanted to sleep peacefully without feeling his legs so heavy. After a week of using oil at night, he noticed a change. It didn't happen all at once, but one morning he woke up and realized that the pain he had grown accustomed to was gone. At first, he thought it was just a coincidence, but since then sleeping became easier, and almost every night he managed to get a good night's rest. There are many stories like this. People share that they wake up less often due to cramps, their legs hurt less, and they no longer feel like they're weighed down by lead. Thanks to a good night's sleep, my mood during the day has improved, and I'm feeling noticeably better overall. I have less need for over-the-counter pain relievers. Science confirms what many people have already experienced. If you use these oils wisely and consistently, you'll notice not only an improvement in sleep quality, but also in your overall well-being, mobility, and even your mood. We've already discussed how this oil helps with leg cramps, and that alone is enough to make you want to give it a try. However, over time, people notice that the benefits don't stop there. The oil and the evening ritual gradually start to have positive effects on other aspects of health as well. This is because everything in our body is interconnected. One thing affects another. Today, I want to talk about 3 effects that elderly people often notice, even though they initially didn't expect such results. The first is the improvement in the function of the lymphatic system. This aspect is rarely discussed, even though it plays a crucial role in combating inflammation, fluid retention, and supporting the immune system. The lymphatic system is a complex network of channels that helps the body eliminate excess fluid, toxins, and waste. Over time, your body's metabolism slows down, which can lead to swelling, a heavy feeling, and increased vulnerability to infections. An evening massage with oils such as cypress, arnica, rosemary, or mint, using gentle movements, can help wake up your lymphatic system and support its function. As a result, swelling decreases, inflammation resolves more quickly, your body feels lighter, and there's a sense of cleanliness and vitality within. It's like you're helping your internal cleansing system to work more efficiently, and you can genuinely feel the difference. There's also a nice bonus. Massage relieves stress and helps you sleep. There's something special about the evening self-care ritual. It's not just about the choice of oil, but also the moment of taking care of yourself. A little pause before bed and connecting with your own body. If you add a couple of drops of lavender or chamomile, the relaxation becomes even deeper. Many older adults who start practicing this massage regularly notice that not only do their aches disappear, but their anxiety decreases, their mood improves, and their sleep becomes stronger and deeper. When the stress level in the body decreases, the mind calms down as well. When the body feels protected and safe, it becomes much easier to fall asleep. There are studies that confirm that certain natural scents truly affect the areas of the brain responsible for sleep and stress response. So even if pain isn't your main issue, this simple ritual can help you relax after a tough day, relieve tension, and improve your sleep. Another benefit is improved circulation throughout the body. It's usually most noticeable in the legs, where inflammation or heaviness is felt. But circulation issues can also manifest in other parts of the body, even if we don't notice it right away. In older adults, poor circulation often reveals itself through cold hands, numbness in the feet, tingling in the fingers, changes in skin color, and sensitivity to cold. When you apply essential oils and give a gentle massage, you help blood circulate better, not just in the legs, but throughout the entire body. Over time, your feet become warmer, numbness subsides, sensitivity returns, and the risk of pressure sores decreases. All these changes happen gradually, but if you take a little time for yourself each day, your body will definitely respond. We always say here, it's not just about living longer, but about living well, without unnecessary pain, with good mobility, restful sleep, and a sense of harmony with oneself. Now you're in the know, even if you've decided to try this routine just for the sake of your leg health. Over time, you may notice that it helps you sleep better, reduces stress levels, improves circulation, and generally makes life more enjoyable. Now I'll guide you through creating your own evening routine step by step using these oils. It's important not just to learn something new, but to put it into practice. By now, you've likely realized that essential oils can have a significant impact on your body, sleep, and overall well-being. However, it's important to honestly discuss the mistakes that many people make. If oils are used incorrectly, you might not gain any benefits and could even end up harming yourself unintentionally. So, if you've decided to try this routine, pay attention to a few important warnings. Some of them might come as a surprise. Myth 1. The more oil you use, the faster you'll see results. This is one of the most common misconceptions. It often seems that if one drop helps, then a few drops will definitely work better. But with essential oils, it's a different story. They are highly concentrated and powerful. Just one drop contains the full strength of the plant from which it was extracted. Therefore, increasing the dosage won't speed up the effect and may actually be harmful, causing irritation, especially for sensitive or aging skin. Additionally, too much oil can overwhelm the body, clog the sense of smell, and sometimes even trigger headaches or nausea. This is where the principle of less is more comes into play. Just 1 or 2 drops are enough if you apply and distribute the oil correctly. This is sufficient for the desired effect. One common mistake is using essential oils in their pure form. Many people simply buy a bottle and apply the oil directly to their skin without diluting it with a carrier oil. Sometimes the skin can tolerate certain oils, like lavender, but most essential oils should not be used this way, especially if the skin is sensitive or inflamed. For example, arnica oil should always be mixed with coconut, jojoba, or almond oil before applying it to the skin. Essential oils are very concentrated and powerful. They are like natural medicines, so if used incorrectly, they can cause irritation or other unpleasant reactions. To prevent this, always mix essential oil with a carrier oil so it will work more gently and provide greater benefits. Many people think that all oils work the same way, but that's not true. You often hear someone say, "I tried eucalyptus oil and it worked for me," leading to the assumption that any oil will have the same effect. In reality, each oil has its own unique properties. Some oils are better at reducing inflammation, others help with relaxation, and some improve circulation. There are also oils that can interfere with certain medications. or may not be suitable for specific health conditions. That's why it's important not to just grab any oil, but to choose one that truly suits you. It's better to rely on verified information or consult a specialist if you have any doubts. In this video, we discuss oils that help reduce inflammation in the legs, improve sleep, and boost circulation. Using oils that aren't right for you or have different effects can do more harm than good. So choose wisely, do your research, and start with rosemary, cypress, or lavender, diluted in a good carrier oil. And one more mistake that often goes unnoticed is impatience. Few people admit this about themselves, but almost all of us experience this feeling. We want results immediately. For pain to go away overnight, for blemishes to disappear, and for sleep to be deep and restful. But if progress doesn't happen quickly, we often abandon what we started. It's important to understand that there's no magic involved. Everything works gradually if you practice consistently. You just need to give yourself time, not expect instant results, and not give up. If you show patience and keep going, your body will surely respond with gratitude. Most of the benefits we've discussed don't appear right away. Typically, the first changes can be noticed about a week in or a little later, and then they become more pronounced and lasting. So, if you decide to start, do it with understanding and without rushing. Don't expect quick miracles. It's important to be patient and consistently take care of yourself. Real results come gradually when you dedicate time to yourself every evening. If you're reading these lines, you're probably wondering, where can I find this oil and how can I tell if it's high quality? This is indeed an important point, as not all oils available for purchase can be trusted. If you choose the wrong one, it won't have any effect, and sometimes you might end up with a product that doesn't match what's on the label. This is really important. Now let me tell you what to pay attention to before buying oil, what to avoid, and even how you can make it yourself if you feel like it. When selecting essential or vegetable oil, be sure to check the label. The full botanical name of the plant that the oil is made from should be specified. For example, if it's lavender, look for the label Lavandula angustifolia. If it's rosemary, check for Rosmarinus officinalis. This means that the oil is genuine and not just an aromatic blend. Also, pay attention to the method used to extract the oil. For essential oils, it's preferable if steam distillation is specified. Plant oils such as coconut, jojoba, or almond oil are typically extracted through cold pressing, which is also a good sign. Natural production methods help preserve the beneficial properties of the oil. Look for purity certifications or indications of therapeutic quality. Some brands indicate on their packaging that their product is organic, pesticide-free, and suitable for external or therapeutic use. If the label states for aromatic use only or do not apply to skin, then this option is not right for you. A good essential oil should contain nothing unnecessary, just the plant from which it was made. If the ingredient list includes words like fragrance, flavoring, mineral oil, or petroleum jelly, it's best to avoid that product. Try to avoid buying oils that lack complete labeling or are suspiciously cheap. Such options are often of low quality. Genuine essential oils cannot be too cheap. Oils sold at markets or in small shops often come without documentation or quality guarantees, leaving you uncertain about what's actually inside. They can be mixed with regular massage oils and the full ingredient list might not even be mentioned on the packaging. In many stores, supermarkets, or questionable websites, you can find oils that contain none of the active ingredients you are looking for. It's important to remember, you're not just buying a scent for mood enhancement, you're purchasing a product that you will use for body care or therapeutic purposes. So it's best not to skimp and choose something truly high quality and safe. What if you want to make the oil yourself? That option is definitely possible. There are simple recipes for infused oils, especially if you have fresh or dried herbs like arnica, rosemary, chamomile, or lavender. Here's one of the easiest methods. Take dried flowers of arnica or rosemary and place them in a clean glass jar. Pour high-quality vegetable oil, such as almond or olive oil, over the flowers until they are fully submerged. Seal the jar tightly and let it infuse in a warm place for 2 to 3 weeks, gently shaking it occasionally to help the oil absorb the properties of the plants. After a few weeks, strain the infused oil and transfer it to a dark bottle. It's now ready for use. This infusion will be gentler than essential oils since it's not made through distillation, but it still retains many beneficial properties of arnica or rosemary. It's a simple and accessible way to create a natural remedy at home. The key is to use only high-quality oils with clear ingredients and to purchase them from reputable manufacturers. Try to avoid overly cheap options or products with unclear additives. If you have the desire and a little patience, you can easily make this blend at home and know for sure that you're putting on your skin only what you've chosen yourself. So be smart about your selection. Now let's get to the main point. What you can do this evening to feel a difference in your legs. The oil really works, but if you add some simple and healthy habits, the effects will be much stronger. I'll tell you about an evening ritual that you can easily follow step by step. You don't need any expensive tools, and it will only take a few minutes before you go to bed. This way, you'll be able to sleep better, reduce inflammation, and take care of your feet as they deserve. The first step is a massage with the right oil. You already know which one to choose. Now let me explain how to properly give a massage. Before the massage, make sure your feet are clean and dry. Take a bit of oil, arnica, cypress, rosemary, or a blend of these in a base of coconut or almond oil will work well. Gently apply oil from your ankles up, always moving towards your heart. This will help improve circulation. Move slowly in circular, confident motions without applying too much pressure. The key is to massage regularly. Spend at least 5 minutes on each leg, paying special attention to areas where you feel heaviness or pain. This type of care not only gets the blood flowing, but also helps the body understand that rest is coming soon. If possible, give yourself a massage in a calm environment with soft lighting and silence. This way, you'll start to relax even before you head off to bed. The next step is to elevate your legs. After your massage, lie down on the bed or couch and place pillows under your feet. Or prop your feet against the wall to create an angle of about 45 degrees. Stay in this position for 10 to 15 minutes. This simple exercise helps relieve pressure in the veins, reduce swelling, and alleviate feelings of heaviness in the legs. It's also a great opportunity to relax. Take deep breaths, play your favorite music, or simply close your eyes. Now make sure to stay hydrated before bedtime. Dehydration often exacerbates inflammation and discomfort in the legs. Many older adults try to drink less in the evening to avoid nighttime trips to the bathroom. But just a small glass of water or a light herbal tea is enough to maintain hydration without overloading the bladder. Herbal infusions like chamomile, dandelion, or horsetail work well. They improve circulation and help you relax before bedtime. Try to avoid drinking coffee and black tea in the evening, as they can interfere with your ability to fall asleep. Another important point: incorporate some movement into your day. The truth is that no oils or products will be beneficial if you spend the whole day without being active. You don't have to run marathons or hit the gym. Just taking a 15 to 20-minute walk in the morning or evening is enough. Even when you're sitting, remember to move your feet, rotate your ankles, lift your heels, or take a few steps every hour. These simple movements improve circulation, prevent blood from pooling in your legs, and enhance the effectiveness of nighttime oils. Another tip: pay attention to your dinner. What you eat directly affects your sleep and how your legs feel. It's best not to have dinner too late. Avoid overeating and limit your salt intake. Excess salt can hinder the body's ability to eliminate fluids, which may cause your legs to swell and ache more. Try to have dinner at least 2 to 3 hours before you go to bed. For dinner, it's great to choose foods that promote circulation, such as spinach, avocado, garlic, cucumbers, or berries. If possible, finish your meal with a cup of herbal tea. Peppermint or valerian tea is excellent for relaxation and aids digestion. If you take a little time for yourself every evening, like giving your legs a massage with oil, keeping your feet elevated, moving around a bit during the day, drinking enough water, and avoiding late-night overeating, your body will definitely notice. This small ritual is a way to tell yourself, I care about myself, and how I feel is important. Over time, you'll notice that your legs feel lighter, swell less, and look more vibrant. Even if you had doubts at first, the results will surprise you. You might think this is just another piece of advice that you hear everywhere, promising the impossible. But if you remember one thing today, let it be this: there's no magic here, just knowledge that works if you apply it consistently. Everything you heard in this video isn't some secret formula or a magic solution for the chosen few. It's something that many people come to realize as they grow older. Ordinary natural oils really do help. Simple massage can change how you feel. And if you elevate your legs, move around a bit, and avoid overeating at dinner, it truly affects your well-being. Relief is possible even at 80 years old if you know what to do before bedtime. These days, we're so accustomed to seeking salvation in pills that we forget. Our bodies also need touch, rest, and simple care. You don't have to be 20, run marathons, or live in a spa to feel good. Sometimes all it takes is to dedicate a little more time to yourself each evening. If you're willing to give it a try and allow yourself the chance to feel better, then it all has been worth it. I want you to know that you are not alone. Thousands of people around the world are also seeking relief and relaxation, wanting their legs to feel lighter by the end of the day. Now, I'd love to hear about your experience. Have you ever tried oils to alleviate fatigue or heaviness in your legs? Would you like to try it in the near future? Share your thoughts in the comments and tell us a bit about yourself, how old you are, and where you're watching this video from. Your story will help me create valuable content for others like you. And if you know anyone who also struggles with heaviness or swelling in their legs, Please share this video with them. It might help them more than just advice. You could help them sleep better at night. Thank you for being here, for watching this video until the end, and for allowing yourself to give it a try. See you in the next episode.